So we'll start with you, Minister Horne.
Well, thank you. I do not believe that our healthcare system as a whole is in crisis in Alberta. I think, as many of my colleagues have recognized here this evening, and I think as the AMA has done a very good job of pointing out, there are some relationships in our healthcare system that need attention.
I think it's very clear to Albertans and to the professionals working in the system that we've had 3 years of crisis, beginning with the blowing up of the system without plan, without evidence, and without consultation. It has resulted in a tremendous demoralization of those on the front lines, a loss of quality, a loss of access, and from all economic measures that I've seen, a wasteful spending of in a number of areas of our healthcare system.
Crisis is a pretty strong word, and Albertans are certainly have grave concerns. But this started more than 4 years ago, more than 8 years ago. I would suggest to you that this actually started with blowing up a hospital here in Calgary over a decade ago.
With respect to physician intimidation, if any doctor in this province has been threatened, has been influenced, or has been otherwise prompted to grant somebody improper preferential access or queue jumping, we're going to find out about it through this inquiry, and it is a public process.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Horne. You want the same health professionals who have been intimidated to work with the same people that intimidated them, and to continue to go back to work and to believe you when you say things have changed, we now know what's happened, we can be trusted now, we're not going to behave that way anymore, but we're going to stay in the jobs and the management positions that we have, and you can trust us because we've learned our lesson and we're going to be different.
And I think what it speaks to, and the fact that we have not had a judicial inquiry into this, speaks to the fact that we cannot trust this Conservative government with our healthcare system anymore.
Never before in Alberta's history have we seen a government so directly responsible for the recurring problems in our healthcare system. The scathing Health Quality Council report shows a culture of fear and intimidation that lies directly at the feet of this government.
The only allegation that remained unaddressed was the allegations around queue jumping or improper preferential access. If there was a dimension of physician intimidation involved in that, the panel that has been appointed, which is a judge-led panel, will have the full ability to look into that.
Why don't we do what Albertans want instead of what the government wants in regards to the inquiry?
Well, fortunately, no one political party has a monopoly on the role of talking to Albertans and reflecting their views.